Okay, you guys, let's talk how November went because one, I'm hella pissed. Two, I'm amazed that I survived it. And three, thank God it's December. So if you want to know how my November month went as an entire picture, let's get right into it because oh my God, I have a lot to say because I am so angry, but also relieved because what I went through, I don't wish it on anyone, which is why it's called I Hate Workers' Comp. Let's get right into it. November took me by surprise, and I'm talking about like legit. I'm shocked of how November went, and I'm just glad it's December because I need some holly jolliness in me. So, I don't even know how to put it. I got paid once in November. Once. I got paid $1,248.32 by my workers' comp. And that is it. That is why this is titled I Hate Workers' Comp. And you want to know why, you guys? Because someone who is managing my profile or my case decided to input that my case was closed because I was in full duty back at work. Excuse me? What? And who? And what the F? Literally. So when I emailed my caseworker that same Friday at nighttime, because I was like, you know what? She always pays me late. Pays me like at 8 p.m. No idea why. She must hate my guts. This is why she has a file called Bobby's Dumbass on my desktop, because I need all the proof that, whatever's. And I'm thinking, she's just being Bobby. That's what she is. But no, I received an email Monday saying that my benefits were terminated because my case was closed. And you guys, I had no clue. No one told me they closed my case. No one let me know, hey, there was a change in your file, Hey girl, just so you know. Nothing. Best believe I was calling all of Monday and I called all of Tuesday, which is today, talking about reverse it, fix it, and why didn't you contact my job or check in with me to make sure this was correct? Hello? Not that hard to do, right? Lies, because they did that today. And honestly, I hate being on workers' comp. I hate that this is like my personal income because of my restrictions. If you guys don't know, my job has a zero tolerance for restrictions, at least in my department they do. My manager does not care for them, and it's in their right. So I'm going to be off until my doctor decides, you know what, you don't need to be on restrictions. But until further notice, I am. So I'm pushed to being on workers' comp, not by me, not by my doctor, but by them and their standards. But to think that someone can be like, that's it, no more paychecks, no nothing, no income, figure out your life, is kind of like, what? So today we're going to talk about how I even managed to survive November, because that paycheck that was completely cut off from me was supposed to pay for the beginning weeks of November. And thank God, you guys, debt payments happen in November. So let's get right into my November, because talking about workers' comp really upsets me, and I hate that I'm on it, and I feel, sorry that anyone else might have to go through what I do for work-related injuries. It's insane. And if you guys are wondering what happened, I got injured at work equals workers' comp, okay? That's all you need to know. But anywho, I have my planner here. This is my shop planner because I really keep all the personal and shop-related stuff in one go. But let's talk about everything that happened in November. And I have notes on my phone. So, what really ended up saving my ass was that October 31st paycheck. I got paid the last day of October, and that was supposed to be like a bonus paycheck. Everyone has a magic month where you get paid 3 times a month instead of 2 times if you're like on a bi-weekly or every 2-week kind of situation. That was my October, luckily. Now that money was in my account, and that took care of the first 2 weeks in November to handle my benefits and to pay off my credit union, and I'm not sure if any other miscellaneous expenses that I had. My cash envelopes, I believe. That went according to plan. That ended up getting me through half of the month. No issues. When my paycheck 1 hit, that actually did end up taking care of the remaining bills, which wasn't a lot. It was basically my car payment and my student loans. And I decided to also stuff my sinking funds. So I ended up stuffing my Christmas fund, my car maintenance, and my medical fund, because those are the most important things to me right now. And I did that. Now, one of the reasons why I always say I'm gonna wait until the end of the month to throw all the extra money that I have at my debt is because of situations like this, especially since Bae is unemployed and I'm on workers' comp. And there's a reason why I'm always hesitant when we're in these situations. Exhibit A, me getting cut off from benefits. So, paycheck 1 really did cover everything. I kept what was it, like a $360, $400 buffer, I believe, in my checking account just for what ifs. That was going to be my little debt snowball for the month of November while I was waiting on my second paycheck of the month, which never came. And that was the only thing giving me like a little comfort zone. Like, I'm not happy about having $300 to $400 in my bank account. I'm not used to that. I'm used to seeing like 1,000 and up because I'm okay with that. I don't like seeing a number less than that. But this one, since I really wanted to get rid of my credit union, I really just threw everything at it and got out of it, which was amazing. And I'm so glad I did it, and I'm so excited that it happened. But it really did leave me with almost like nothing in my bank account. So when that Friday of last week came and I realized, hey, I'm not gonna get paid, and December's coming up, and December bills are coming up, and you have nothing to show for it, I freaked out. I really did. But I was happy to know that at least all of November was paid for, and I managed to survive. December is going to be a whole different issue, which I'm going to go ahead and just do a whole separate video on how I set up that budget, because we just need to know that we survived November. So here's my planner, as you guys saw, and let's go talk about the numbers that happened. So if you guys remember from my weekly check-in video, you guys know that Bae was taking care of all the groceries and stuff. He handled that like a champ, you guys. He took all the expenses in. I don't have no idea how much he spent on groceries, but being me, I went ahead and was like, let's get Starbucks, let's get drive-thru, because you know, you're doing so much for the house. So in total, I ended up spending $374.27 on food or personal spending. It was a lot of a Starbucks. It was a lot of drive-thru. I ended up buying some ornaments on like my personal budget because this was just an excess of an ornament that I didn't need. I just wanted it. So I put that on my personal spending budget, and then I ended up buying stuff from Victoria's Secret because it's been a minute since I updated anything in my drawers. So I was like, yeah, we need that. And then I also ended up going through Amazon and picking up some bras. Didn't even know you could do that, but yes, you can. And that was about it. That was all the spending I did. And I was like, oh my god, this has been like such a good month because I really don't need to be spending money on anything. And then it came to gas. One day I pulled up to the gasoline station and I was like, okay, my tank is almost that empty, let's pump gas. Bae decided to take care of that too. You guys, this man, A+. He took care of everything. So blessed. And I was like, all right, I got nothing else to spend on. I'm just gonna wait here on my paycheck. Didn't come, you guys, didn't come. So no paycheck budget and no closing budget because I was cut off right there and then. But anywho, other than that, the only spending I really had was birthdays. So my niece turned 13 and my sister did like an advent calendar leading up to her birthday. So she did 13 days of birthdays. And I chose a day, which was one of the most expensive wish list things on her items. And I ended up spending $76.65. It was on a pair of shoes that she really wanted. Trendy stuff, whatever's. I gave it to her. I was like, I sent the money to my sister. I was like, yeah, go ahead, deal with it. You know, happy birthday. So that is what I did for birthdays. For debt, like you guys saw, I did pay off my credit union, and that was a total of $1,811.58. And honestly, I am so happy I did, because with this paycheck too that I was supposed to get, it was supposed to be my debt snowball as well, with the cushion that I left behind of $400, and that amount. Plus, it would have taken care of my health benefits and my credit union if I still had it. And I believe like my rent and my cell phone and my car insurance, if I'm not mistaken. And that really puts life into perspective. Because I used to be a die-hard like Dave Ramsey fan. Like, this is the way you do it. And for a very long time, I only had $1,000 in my bank account for savings for rainy days like this. And trust me when I tell you that if you live in LA, yeah, right. Okay? Yeah, right. Because probably your rent is more than that, or even double than that, for all I know. So that it doesn't conceive in my mind that I was able to believe that for so long, but I'm so happy that I did not. And I ended up managing to just create an emergency fund that I'm 40% full on, which was the only peace of mind that I had towards the end of November. That was the only thing keeping me going, because I'm thinking, okay, while they figure out their shish kebabs over here, until I get paid, until they reinstate everything, I'm gonna have to live off of that. Because if this was me like 2 years ago, a year ago, I'd be back in credit card debt trying to pay off my bills, or I'd be crying in depression because I wouldn't know what to do, especially with COVID and my partner being unemployed. Like, what? How would I figure that out? So take it from me, please figure out how much you need to have saved to be comfortable, in case you have situations like mine where, hey, one, you get fired, you get laid off, you get furloughed, or you know, you're on workers' comp and some idiot in the background decides to close your case and cut your benefits off. Because that's exactly what happened to me. But anywho, I am guaranteed to get paid tonight or tomorrow. So you guys will see that paycheck budget or just monthly budget in my next video, because honestly today was just surviving November. Thank God I did. And I'm so happy for December. And I just want some happiness, some holly jolliness. So stay tuned for that. I will have my ornament haul pretty soon. My Christmas tree going up video as well. So I am so glad I survived, and I am so grateful that even though workers' comp is currently my personal income, I am so glad that that is not the only income revenue coming in. I have my shop, I have my affiliate marketing, I have you guys, so thank you guys so much for watching my ads, for commenting, sharing, liking the video. And if you haven't done so, subscribe. Click the red button down below. And it just really diversifies, because that also was income that came in on the 21st, which was also like another nice buffer to have. And I am just grateful. So if you can, have an emergency savings greater than $1,000, and have other sources of income, whether it's side hustles or online income like I do, because it honestly comes in handy when you're put in situations like this. And it's just like, alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If I was all over the place, it's because November was all over the place. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.